this is the next step and the last step in solving the Rubik's Cube. PLL, Permute last layer. Step 5. After the cross, corners, F2L, and OLL. The first thing you need to do is solve one corner. Now to do this, you just pick any corner. Just make sure these two are not the same. Make sure they're not the same, because if they are, then you'll never be able to do it, because you'll end up just solving two corners. So pick one where they're not the same, and then make sure these two aren't the same. So hold the top, turn the bottom until you solve one corner. That's solved, and that is solved, because they're the same colors. Now check to see that the other three are not solved, and if that's so, then put the corner in the solved corner in the top left, right there. This corner is solved, put it in the top left. The next thing you want to check is if the right two are the same color. They're not, so turn the top side twice. Now it'll move the solve, it'll change the solved corner from this one being solved to this one being solved. See, this one's solved. Now this one was solved. Now these two aren't the same, so you turn it twice. Now this one is the solved one, so you put that in the top left, and then you do this algorithm: Fi, L, Fi, R2, F, Li, Fi, R2, F2, and that will solve all the corners. Again, you want to do the same thing. See, two corners solved, bad. One corner solved, good. But these two aren't the same. So you turn it twice, so that it solves another corner. Put it in the top left, and then do Fi, L, Fi, R2, F, Li, Fi, R2, F2, and that'll solve the corners. So after you solve the corners, you need to solve the edges. This algorithm I'll be teaching you will only be using the right side and the top side, R and U. So for this one, you will use, after you've solved the corners, there are 4 different cases. Okay, there are 4 cases after you solve the corners that you need to know. There is this one, where the top switches with the left one, and the left one switches with the top. The right one switches with the bottom one, and the bottom one switches with the right one. And then the next one, the top switches with the bottom switches with the top, left switches with the right switches with the left. And then the next one is like this one here, that one there. Left to bottom, bottom to right, right to left. And then this one here, bottom to left, left to right, right to left. I'll be going through each of those. Now, this algorithm that you need to know moves the left one to the bottom, bottom to the right, right to the left. Okay, there to there, there to there, there to there. It's R, UI, R, U, R, U, R, UI, R, UI, R2. And that should solve your cube. Well, that should switch those edges. So, again, this one moves there, that one moves there, that one moves there. And that should solve it. See, this white one needs to move in between, well, on the white side. The blue needs to move on the blue side, the green needs to move on the green side. And what you're doing is you're moving these. I don't know how to explain that anymore, but you're moving them. It's as though you popped them out, put this one here, move this one here, and move that one there. So you do R, UI, R, U, R, U, R, UI, R, I, UI, R2. That should solve it. Now, this case here. This one needs to move here, that one needs to move there, and that one needs to move there. Again, solve side in the back. So just do that algorithm, RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RI, UI, R2, and that'll give you the situation again. Do the same thing, RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RI, UI, R2, and that should solve it. Now, the next one is these two switch, top to bottom, left to right. Those two switch. There. Just pick any side, it doesn't matter, randomly, one side, this one, doesn't matter. And then just do that algorithm, RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RI, UI, R2. And that should solve one side. It will solve one side. So then, put the solve side on the back, and then it'll give you the situation for the same one. RUI, RUU, RU, RUI, RI, UI, R2, and that'll solve it. Now, the next one is this one moves there, that one moves there, this one moves there, that one moves there. These two switch. Personally, I would, well, any side is good. I think, yeah, any side you pick is good. So just pick any side you want. This one, okay, it doesn't matter. And then do RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RIUI, R2, and then if it solves the front side and you turn it twice, then you'll have to do the edge switcher again. Now if it solves it on the right side, then you have to turn it to the left. Then you'll have a situation where you only have to do it once. So put it on the back. Again, you've got this simple situation: RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RIUI, R2. Do it again: RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RIUI, R2. Now, there is one caveat when doing this. When solving the corners, you will have a situation where no matter where you turn it, you cannot solve just one corner. This one solved, and that one solved. Not solved, not solved. Turn it once, nothing solved. Turn it again. This one solved, this one solved. You're probably asking, what do you do? Just do the corner, the corner switcher on any side, it doesn't matter. Again, just pick any side, this one. FI, L, FI, R2, F, Li, Fi, R2, F2, and then that will give you a situation where you can solve one corner. We can solve one corner, make sure these two are the same. If not, turn it twice, put the solve corner in the top left, make sure those two are the same color. FIL, FI, R2, F, Li, Fi, R2, F2, and then again you have these two switch, RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RIUI, R2, put the solved side in the back, and then you have RUI, RU, RU, RUI, RIUI, R2, and that'll solve your Rubik's Cube. Okay, that is the layer by layer method of solving the Rubik's Cube.